I want to give you 15 points you should look out for. 15 things you should look out for in brooding. Yes, you may be surprised why I'm giving you up to 15 points today. One, look out for temperature. You can see that they have grown a bit bigger than that of day 1 to day 7. Yes, right now the ambient temperature is ready to take them along. They can go on with the environmental and climatic temperature. But that depends on the location of the brooding. I know that while some people are sleeping, some are walking. I know that while some people are feeling cold, some people are feeling hot, depending on your geographical location. So that's why I don't know where you're watching this video from. I don't know where this content find you or where you find this content. Please, if your region is very cold, you have to do what? Make sure you regulate the temperature. But for the region where I am making this video from, I don't need any additional external heat. I only regulate the heat that is already within my geographical location, because we are in the hot season right now in my own area. So if you are in the cold season, please make sure your temperature is between 85 degrees Fahrenheit to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, or 29 to 32 degrees centigrade. That's what the temperature they need on this day 12. This will keep the chicken comfortable as they grow. Now, the humidity. Ensure that the humidity level is around 50 to 60% to do what? Prevent dehydration and promote healthy feather development and body structure. Feeding, yes, that is very important. That's the most important aspect of the brooding. Provide a very good balanced ration for them that will do what? Help them to eat well. Remember that eating habits is to ensure that they are growing enough. They are getting enough nutrients for them to grow well. And once they grow well, they will be able to do what? Absorb and combat any external infection that may attack them. Another one is water. Check the clean. Make sure their water is very clean, neat. Fresh water is readily available to the chicks, and they are drinking enough to do what? Stay hydrated and to keep them alive and to sustain them. Make sure there is a very good ventilation. Ensure proper ventilation in the brooding area to maintain good and fresh air and quality air enough to prevent respiratory issues. Remember that most of the respiratory issues comes from what? Inadequate ventilation in the brooding area. Growth is another one. That's number 6. Monitor their growth. This morning I weighed some of the chicks. I weighed them because you need to weigh them. You need to monitor their growth, and their growth will do what? Be displayed in their weight at the same time. Growth by observing their size and their weight gain. Look for a faster and steady growth to indicate good health. Number 7 is activity level. Make sure you monitor the activities in their brooding pen. Make sure that you check the activity level to ensure that they are active and moving around the brooding area always. They should not be squatting. They should not be squatting always. They should not be fine, clumsy, or cloudy, or covering their skin as if they are wearing coats. That is a very bad signal that they are not healthy. Number 8 is what? Feather development. Remember that when they grow enough feather, though depending on the breed and the genetic modification of that particular breed, some breed doesn't grow feather always, but at least when you have about 50 to 100 birds, you see the growth of their feathers. Make sure that the feather is growing. Check the continued growth of the feather, especially around the wing and the tail area. Healthy feathering indicates good health and healthy birds. This will do what? Help you to know that your birds are actually doing well. Another one is what? Behavior. Observe their behavior, the behavior of the chicks, or any sign of illness, distress, such as lethargy or unusual vocalization, like making sound that looks like that of frog, or as if they are dozing. It is not a very good sign. That means there is a respiratory effect on there. Then another one, monitor the cleanliness of the brooding area. Make sure the brooder is very neat and dry. Keep the brooding area very neat and dry to prevent buildup of bacteria or ammonium or anything that may jeopardize their health system. And that one is give them enough space. As they are growing, continue increasing their spaces. Make sure you check the space level. Make sure you move around and so that themselves will also move around within the brooding area comfortably. Avoid overcrowding, which can lead to stress and aggression. Aggression can lead to do what? Harm. They will start harming each other when they are too aggressive. When they are angry, they will start harming each other by pecking on each other. Remember, when they peck on anyone and create an injury on any of them, they will make sure that that one bye before they leave that one. That's what, most especially, there are some breeds of broiler that does that. So you need to make sure they have enough space. When you have enough space, this issue of aggression will reduce drastically. And that one is what? Socialization. Make sure, remember, some of you will think, what is best? What are they socializing? Are they going to a hotel? Are they going to swimming pool? No, they need socialization. Continue to encourage socialization among the chicks by providing enriched activities like toys. At times you throw certain things for them. Even in the night, at times you can go around and you throw peel some onions and throw the leaf. You see them running around. This will do what? Avoid stampeding. It will also avoid clustering together. There will be activities for them to move around, and that at times prevents mortality. Most of you always wake up in the morning, you see some of your birds don't die already. That is because some of them gather together, and when they gather together and cluster on one, the one on the ground will do what? Pie before early morning. Remember the word I'm using here because of our landlord. They always listen to our words. There are some words we don't need to use on this platform. That's why I'm using that pie. So if you don't know what pie means, please ask your neighbor. They will tell you what it means. Another one is lightning. Provide adequate light so that they will eat both in the night and most of the night food is better for them, because in my own area, in my region, the temperature is always at low temperature at night. That's one will help them. There will be no stress that time. They'll be able to eat and absorb the feeding, and at the same time that feed will be very well compacted. And that one is what? Record keeping is very important. Keep adequate record of all the activities, details of the chick growth and their development, including observations you have made, even their feed, their heads, everything about them. The complete record of all your expenses on the seed should be recorded. Number 15 is what? Check of their heads. Check their heads. It's very important. Head check is very important for them. Conduct a thorough head check. At times, bring some of them out. Look their skin, whether there is any lice moving around. You may not know. If you are looking for them as a big man, you'll be moving on the cage and looking, raise their shoulder up and head up. You will not be able to dictate this. You have to carry them on your palm. Check, open their feathers and see whether there's any lice on them. You may not know if you just look at them as a big man. Go, if you are too big to be a poultry farmer, just leave it for those that are not too big. For us, people like us that are not too big, we can do it so that you come and buy from us. But if you feel you want to go into the business, you have to develop a very strong likeness. You want to develop a very strong connection with them. You have to carry them at times so that they may even shit on your hand. That doesn't matter. You wash it off. Also, make sure you check all these things properly well. That will help you to know if they are doing well or not. By monitoring all these aspects of organic chicken brooding on the day 12 and taking necessary actions that I have listed here right now for you, you can ensure the continued growth and well-being of your chicks as they grow and develop. They are coming up very soon. Thank you for watching. Watch the video now, analyze it. If you have any question on it, ask. I will guide you the more. Bye for now. Hello, you're welcome back to our brooding training. Today is day 13 of the brooding for beginners. You can see the size of the birds now. In day 13, there are things you need to note. One, you need to know their size. You need to know the feathers. You can see them. You can as well need to know that we are now using the bigger feeder and bigger drinker. You can see it. Here, you can see them. We are using 4 different feeders. You can also watch their droppings. You can see that. You can see the color of their droppings. That to show you that they are sound, they are healthy. You can see the size. This is day 13. Remember I told you earlier that we are going to the 21-day brooding speed for beginners. And we are using these 50 birds for experiment. we have not lost any of them. There are 51. One is in case of mortality. So at the end, you can see how they are struggling for food here, because I don't want them to overfeed. Are you seeing them? Are you seeing their sizes? Are you seeing their size? Can you see their size? This is they're doing well and they're healthy. You must make sure they have food and water. You can see their sizes here. Food, water should be ready, and don't feed them during the hot period. You can see most of these feeders, there is no food in them because the weather is not conducive to feed them by now, because this is exactly 3 p.m. and the heat is too much, the temperature is too high. That's why we don't want to feed them. They are always scrambling on the leftover. They don't have enough food, but there must be water always. The water helps in digestion of the food. It helps in oxidation of the food at the same time, and at the same time help them to control stress. To control stress this period of heat. This is where we stop this. At least now you note that you don't need to feed them during the hot period. The next 2 hours now, the temperature will drop. You can see how they're enjoying now. But make sure they have water always. They have water. But there is no feed right now. You can see they're only looking for the leftover to eat. The fact that they need to eat does not mean you need to give them food. Most of the food can jeopardize their health or compromise their health system. So you don't feed them when the temperature is too high, like now. But there must be water always. Thank you. Don't fail to watch day 14 coming up tomorrow. If you have any question regarding this particular content or any of these sections, this series, drop it on the comment section. I will answer them for you. Thank you. Till tomorrow. Bye for now.